So the X3000's supplied in a box. You open the box up, bit of packaging, Ziploc bag, and in the bag we've got the Chrony, USB charge lead, thumb screw, and a set of instructions in English. Right, going to be using the X3000 with a 30mm adapter. So all we do is slide the X3000 on and give a couple of turns onto the thumb screw just to nip it up tight. Don't need to go mad, it's just so that it holds on there and doesn't spin round. You can then switch on the Chrony. We'll do a small self-test and test the front and rear sensors to make everything's okay. If we hold down the bottom arrow key, it tells us Wi-Fi off. Hold it down again, it will switch it on. Once we switch the Wi-Fi on, if you go onto the settings of our mobile device, we should see a Wi-Fi network, HTX3000. That's a network that the Chrony's created itself to allow you to connect to it, so you don't need 3G, you don't need your home wireless or anything like that. This will work out in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere. As long as you're in 20 yards of your device, you'll get a good connection. Once you've connected, if you open a web browser up on your device and go into 8.8.8.8, you'll connect to the device and you can see there we're picking up the last 10 shots from the device. It's showing some information about the velocity of the last shot, range, energy, and also the weight and caliber of the pellet we're shooting. It also shows the average velocity of all the shots it's recorded, and the device will record up to 120 shots into its internal memory, but only displays the last 10 on the mobile device. And at the bottom you've got a little bit of a graph that graphs the last few shots and shows the maximum, minimum, and difference between shots. So what I'll do now is I'll just fire a few shots through. And as you can see, what it's done, it has added the last 3 shots as 8, 9 and 10 and dropped the first 3 out of memory. What it actually does in the internal memory is once you get to 120 shots, the 121st shot will be recorded as 120 and the first shot in the memory will be dropped out. And it will just carry on doing that and rolling over. Right, we'll just show some of the menu options. So press the on off switch to wake it up, and then the down arrow, we're into the menu. So data playback is where you can see the last 120 shots. So highlight it, press the enter key, and you can see the shot number and the FPS, and then you can use the down arrow key to cycle through the last 120 shots. Press the power key, take you back to the menu. Set memory is where you can set up the weight and caliber of the pellets that you're shooting. So you can store 6 different pellets in there, and we're currently using number 6, which is 0.54 grams and 4.50 caliber, which is a 177 Diablo exact. Auto power off is where you can set how long you want the unit to stay on without switching itself off. Backlight, where you can switch the backlight on or off as required. Unit is where you can set meters per second or foot per second. Once you've set foot per second, it'll only display in feet per second on the Chrony itself. The web browser on the mobile app will always show in meters per second. Reset. Top one, reset, that resets the whole device back to its factory defaults and wipes everything. Clean data just removes the shot data that's held in memory. And there we are, back to the main screen.